I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy, and this is a timeless reading, so this is for whenever you feel drawn to hear this message. Also, this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so I'm going to attempt to do this in front of the camera, and I got a ring light and I have a setup, so hopefully this works out well. And I have no idea what I'm doing with the lighting and everything, but I'm hoping it goes good. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're gonna get a crystal card as an overall energy. Well, I'm feeling this one. This kind of looks like the earth. This is turquoise. All right. Turquoise, peace, tranquility, patience. Tranquil and calm, turquoise reminds you that there are gifts in the everyday and each moment in your life matters. Small things add up and become big things over time. Have patience for all your labors of love, including yourself. Regarded as a bridge between heaven and earth, turquoise is a sacred stone in many Native American traditions and used as a source of healing and connection. Link to the heavens within yourself, the parts that bring you joy and remind you of your own inner magic. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Venus, Neptune. All right, so we have peace, tranquility, and patience as an overall energy for our reading. And let's pull some tarot. We're going to get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. All right. Probably won't be able to see all of it, but might be able to see some of it. All right, so we have Five of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the King of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Sun. So I'm feeling like one more, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so for overall energy, we have the Sun card and we have the Ace of Pentacles. And that is positive energy. And I was feeling, when I did the last two cards here, the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords, I was feeling that peace. I was feeling that tranquility. I was feeling that calmness. All of a sudden I felt this calmness that came over me, and then especially when the Ten of Swords came up. So for overall energy, we have the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles, and that's about those positive feelings, staying in that positive energy, having new beginnings. For some of you, there may be a new job that's coming in for you. There may be a new opportunity to make money, a new business opportunity that may be coming in for you that's very positive, that it not only helps you with your finances, but it helps you to, it's something that you enjoy doing, which that's the best thing in the world, is to be able to do something that you feel makes you really happy and you make money at it, which is even better. So for current energies, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Four of Wands. Okay. So I feel like right now you may be feeling like you're on your own. You might be feeling stressed, feeling emotional. So you may be feeling emotional right now. And I feel like this is that opportunity that's coming in for you. So right now you're kind of struggling. You're feeling in the dark. You're feeling stressed. You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling emotional. I feel like for Capricorn that there's been a lot of ups and downs. Like there's been a lot of emotions this year. There's been a lot of emotional stuff. And it's almost like, I feel like it's the shedding of the skin, kind of, because like I was saying, that I feel that Capricorn has been going through things over the last like decade, and it's getting rid of those things and moving on from those things. It's a process, and it's almost like it's going through those emotions to get past. Like that's part of the process, is going through the emotions. And sometimes we feel, you know, there's things that trigger us that we don't even realize, which there was something that happened to me recently where something triggered me, and I didn't even realize it until my friend pointed it out to me the other day, and she's like, you know what? You're in this energy again because you were around this trigger person again. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what? You're right. So, and I didn't even realize, I knew something was going on, but I feel like, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I feel like I've, had those emotions up and down. So I feel like right now, today, or when you hear this reading, that you may feel like kind of in that energy, that emotional energy. For future energy, we have the Two of Swords, King of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Ten of Swords. So I'll just flip those over for you. Okay, so it's about making that decision. Is do we, sometimes when we're in that energy, we have to make that decision, okay, I have to put myself out of this. I have to focus on those positive things. I have to take those actions to move on from this energy. We have the Two of Swords, which is about making that decision, right? It's making that choice. Do I stay in this energy? Do I stay in this Five of Pentacles and this Nine of Swords and this Queen of Cups energy? Do I stay in that, or do I move away? And what is going to work best for me, right? The Seven of Wands and then the Ten of Swords, being able to move past it. Tens are completions. And I feel like for this future energy here, that you decide that, yeah, what are those things that I can do to move on, to move past this? And I feel like once you kind of make that switch to pull yourself out of this Nine of Swords and Five of Pentacles, I feel like this comes in, because I feel like this is the energy that wants to come in for you. I feel like there's new opportunities that want to come in for you. And you kind of have this calmness again, like we were going back to the turquoise, and I was feeling that calmness when I saw the Ten of Swords, and it's like, oh, okay, I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like I'm going in the right direction. Sometimes we just need to talk about things or discuss things with somebody, and just to release those, because that's definitely what helped me, is talking to my friend, and we were able to talk through things, and I felt so much better. And I'm like, yeah, like, you had a good point, and I was holding on to that, and I have to make adjustments with that, within that. And maybe that's for you too, is that there's some things that you have to make adjustments with, and that you have to whatever that trigger may be for you, because I feel like for Capricorn, it's those triggers are still around, where it wants to pull you back into that old energy, that struggling energy, that negative energy. I feel like that's still trying to either have you do those things, those old habits that you used to do, or be triggered by things. And it's like, okay, I'm going to test you and see if you really are trying to move on, and just feeling like you're being tested to see if it can get you back into that energy. And hopefully, you're able to realize that and say, no, like, I don't want to go back in that energy. All right, we have, the King of Wands. We have King of Wands here twice, and I feel like that the King of Wands to me is somebody who is very wise. He's learned a lot. I feel like it's you learning, okay, just like I was just saying, is you learning that, okay, is there triggers around me that's trying to push me back into that negative energy, that's trying to get me back to where I was? Because here you are moving forward, and it's like, no, like, don't pull me back. I don't want to go back to that energy. That's not where I want to be. And I feel like it's you learning to spot those things right away and to pull yourself out of it. All right, yes, I love it. The Eight of Pentacles. And that is a new way of doing things, a new way of looking at things. He's researching this book, and he's like, I want to do this different. I don't want to react. I don't want to get pulled back in to that energy again where I was before. I want to be able to recognize that. I want to be able to recognize the triggers and realize, okay, I have to be strong, and I have to not let that get me into an emotional state. And I have to keep moving on and moving forward and moving towards the positive energy. Next we have, I love it, the Ace of Swords. Ace is a new beginnings, a new start, leaving the past behind. I feel like it's a pattern for you that you are moving forward. Love it. All right. Judgment, awakening, renewal, revival, a new way of doing things, a new way of looking at, spotting those triggers. staying away from those triggers, making those tough choices and those decisions so that we don't get pulled back into it. Change, right? The wheel. This is in the future energies, the change. I feel like this is a big reading for a lot of change within, for Capricorn. New beginnings, new starts, Two of Wands, a fresh start. Not getting frustrated that if you get pulled back in, to not beat yourself up about it, because I feel like you're being tested. I feel like it's going to be those things where it's like being tested, and sometimes you're going to pass and sometimes you're going to fail. But I feel that the more that you're tested, the more you're able to move away from it, you know, like the more times you're going to be able to spot what's going on, and to not be frustrated with yourself. Okay, I wish I did this earlier, or, you know, why am I falling back into this? But I almost feel like if you fall back into it, like you get yourself out of it quicker, because you're like, yeah, that's not where I want to be. King of Pentacles. All right. That is somebody who perseveres, somebody who's strong, somebody who's patient, somebody who chooses what's going to work best for them. Sometimes we put other people's needs ahead of ours and we lose ourselves within what we want. Strength, being strong, being confident, knowing that this is the path that you want to be on, that this is the energy that you want to be in, that you want to be in this Sun energy, you want to be in this Ace of Pentacles, you want to be in this Ace of Swords, right? That you want to open your eyes to these things that are going on, because you want life to be more fulfilling. You want it to be happier. You want to be able to move past what it is that you've been going through. And then we have, love it, Seven of Wands. Again, standing up for yourself, making those choices that are best for you. And sometimes we have to make those tough choices. Sometimes we have to make those choices that we don't really want to. But we know that it's the right choice for us, because we've been through enough and don't want to deal with that anymore. So it's time to make the right choices for us. All right, so let me get an animal oracle card and close this out. I love this reading. To be brave and be strong, and so I'm just kind of thinking, I'm like, I've been going back and forth with getting in front of the camera since I practically started this. I mean, I had made some videos in front of the camera like years ago, and they're still on my channel, but I've hidden them because I was like, and I kept trying it, and it's scary. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's scary to get in front of the camera, because I feel like it makes me more vulnerable. I feel like it, I don't know, I just feel more vulnerable in front of the camera. But I also want this channel to be, I want to connect with people, and I feel like if I see that person, and if I see the person, I feel like I connect to the reading more, and I feel like it's more of like a personal kind of one-on-one type of a thing, and it's probably going to take me some time to be able to do the reading, because I'm like having to look up, and I have the camera right there, and I'm seeing myself, so it's like a whole new perspective. But I just feel like it's the next level of my YouTube channel, which I've been trying to grow, and really I've been trying to do this for like 3 or 4 years, but I've really just started focusing on it within the last 6 months, and it has a lot of ups and downs. You know, there are days when I'm like, videos get a lot of views and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then there are days when I think I have a really good video and it's like, okay, why did nothing happen? It's a lot of ups and downs, but my main focus is that I love doing the readings, and I love hearing your positive messages, and I love hearing that if it was a reading that, you know, you listened to, that it helped you that day. And I really, I like doing it, and it brings a smile to my face, and I really enjoy that, and it makes it all worth it. And I overthink, because I'm Capricorn, sun and rising, and I overthink things and I overprocess things and I keep trying to change things, and I'm like, no, I'm like I feel like this is the natural progression for this channel, and this is where I feel I want it to go, to be a more of a, like a connection, right? And I just have to be brave and put myself out there, right? I have to be brave, like the Strength card, and put myself out there, and just, I feel like once I get into the routine of this, then it'll be okay. But it's like in the beginning, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Plus trying to focus on a reading and making sure that I'm getting the reading done, and it's a lot, but I really like it. It makes me happy, and I hope you like it too. All right, so let's get final card, Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. All right, divine detours. Not getting frustrated if things don't go the way that you want to, because maybe it's a detour that's going to lead you to something that's even better, right? It's going to lead you to opening those doors, that's something even better than what you were thinking it was going to be, and to bring you to a point where you feel more fulfilled and that you're enjoying each day, and new opportunities, right? New opportunities with the Sun card and the Ace of Pentacles. But to also be calm, right? Like the turquoise, and to have that calmness, to realize that, to know that it will work out. It will work out in its way, when the time is right, and to just keep moving forward and staying positive, keeping your eyes open to the triggers, not getting pulled back into negative energy, and keep pushing forward. So we'll do this together, because I'm still going through this too. You know, I'm still going through, you know, those ups and downs, but I definitely feel like now is more of an up time, and I'm excited, and I want to share that with you, and I want everyone to be able to get into that positive energy with me. So I appreciate all of your support, and it means a lot to me, and thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.